Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams. Two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this deep to begin the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Passes the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, you talk about an unbelievable way to start this game off. First play of the game, and we got a touchdown.
Can you believe that he's missed the extra point? Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Oh, look at the quick cut. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Rojas. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
A completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the wideout goes in motion. There's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful. Let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They're going to run it. They'll tackle him at the 27. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down here for this offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Florida State 7. South Carolina 6.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Tailback takes the handoff again. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They'll try the right here. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he runs it into the end zone, so now the lead sits at 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, fighting off the tackler. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. The short completion of the tight end. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Gamecocks. There was no stopping him.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The Seminoles will crank up the tempo. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half.
Easy. Cut it.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the Seminoles come up to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create here on the move. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it.
4th down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. A running play called on 4th down. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Noles will try to keep this drive moving. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Catch made inside the 10. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. And the Knowles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped. They slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the off.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Touchdown, South Carolina. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. South Carolina, 28. Florida State, 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
He's going to pull it down and run. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First down. Looking to throw the football. Going to try to use his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. And then first down, right back to the running game. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, knocked the ball to 44. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. It's a quick grab. Powering right past the defender. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Let's go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's caught. It's Booker. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here we go. Third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Booker. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Has the first down, still on the move. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. Second down after that run on the previous play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. That's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. Receiver in motion now. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Gamecocks will have the football first here in overtime. Testing the right side here.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. On fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And there's the handoff. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score South Carolina 35, Florida State 28.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On the set.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He hands it to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made by the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Catch made on the left side. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Let's fly to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Knowles will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Bringing pressure. He stays alive. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job at... exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play to keep hope alive in this game. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Third and goal. Then they try to punch it in for the victory or set up a game-winning chip shot. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is...